Hey, this is Mike Jacob coming to you from Jerusalem with our thought for the week. This week's parsha, bechukosai, I find has a very nice connection with the Chag coming up, Bezrat Hashem, this Sunday, Lag BaOmer. The beginning of this week's parsha discusses the Jews coming into the land of Israel, settling it, building it up. Agriculture is going to be abundant. It's amazing what happens, what can happen in the land of Israel. And at the beginning of the parsha, it gives a condition for this to happen. It discusses the idea of following the mitzvahs, but specifically im bechukosai telechu, that you're going to follow in my statutes. What does that mean? The Gemara and Rashi points out that it means amelim b'Torah. If Jews are connected and they're toiling and they're studying Torah, if they do this, im bechukosai telechu, all these wonderful things are going to happen, and we're going to be able to settle the land of Israel. When it comes to Lag BaOmer, for many of us, maybe that spent Lag BaOmer outside of the land of Israel, it's a nice day of picnics, it's a nice day to get together, it's the first day of baseball season. But in Eretz Yisrael, it's all about Meron. Even if one doesn't go to Meron, the focus of the Chag is on those people that go to Meron. Hundreds of thousands of people go to Meron. And what does Meron represent? It's all about Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. They're going up there to connect to Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. And whether consciously or subconsciously they realize it, Reb Shimon Bar Yochai was all about this concept of Amelus B'Torah. What we know about him was that he sacrificed his life to teach Torah to the next generation, and the Romans knew it and they wanted him dead. So he ran with his son Rabbi Elazar to a cave, and he studied day and night nonstop for 13 years in the cave. And that's why he came to such a high level. He wrote the Zohar because of Amelim B'Torah. He was somebody that was connected and toiled over Torah and learned Torah. That's what he was all about. That's what Rosh Bar Yochai was all about. Baruch Hashem, for the past 2,000 years, nobody lived in the land of Israel. It was desolate. And now we returned. And there's people all over the land building the agriculture here. It's unbelievable, the miracle of the land of Israel. And we all make by our representatives that go and us celebrating Lag BaOmer, that is the ideal. The ideal is Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. It's about going and experiencing and acknowledging and knowing that is the center of Eretz Yisrael. That's the center of our existence here. Is Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, who represented this ideal of im bechukosai telechu. We're living in a generation, we're living in a time, Eretz Yisrael is being rebuilt. It is rebuilt. And we go, and hundreds of thousands of people reconnect and make this statement. It's all about Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. It's all about im bechukosai telechu. And Bezrat Hashem, Torah will develop Bezrat Hashem in the land of Israel. And more people will go to Meron for Lag BaOmer. And we will, Bezrat Hashem, be able to live in a good land, productive land of Eretz Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom, take care.